see if he has one of those moments in him tonight.
And Max, you mentioned that this feels like a throwback to an old-time HBO fight. For you, here's one more reason we haven't even mentioned so far. Vanness Martirosyan is promoted by Don King. It's hard to find that in the sport yet, or still at this hour. But here it is, a Don King promoted fighter in against Gennady Головkin.
Martirosyan flashing a nice jab.
Throwing some good combinations already.
Martirosyan sticking the jab in Golovkin's mouth. Golovkin lands a left hook.
Oh, Martirosyan's hurting.
Golovkin known for his scary power in both hands, and would like to remind fans of that after his last couple fights. That's what happens, is, again, when you fight top fighters like Daniel Jacobs and Canelo Alvarez. Martirosyan considered a level below that.
Yeah, he thrown a good jab already here, though, Max. Popping Gennady's head back a couple times. Gennady landed a good hook on him, popping his head back one time. So we're getting some good exchanges in early. The bad thing for Vanness is that their 24-month layoff is going to tear early. Later in the fight, he'll get back comfortable and get in position.
Well, Martirosyan has been in the gym, Roy, and he says he's been in the gym for the last 17 months fairly continuously. But when you have not been in a real fight for a long time, almost 2 years in his instance, are you more susceptible to power shots?
Much more susceptible because you're not used to that movement and having that crowd there. The crowd drains so much energy from a fighter, as most real fighters know. Secondly, when you haven't been in there, the little things, the timing, the making a guy miss by a hairline, I mean, it's very difficult to do because you don't know that feeling until you get out there and have it again.
They say the last thing to leave a fighter is his punch. But we've also seen fighters age and lose that knockout snap. Roy, you think Triple G still has that vaunted power?
Well, Triple G does, and Max, I meant to tell you a little earlier too, we always talk about Triple G being 36 years old, but Triple G is an elite fighter. An elite fighter at 36 is not a bad fighter still. Floyd Mayweather was still dominating people at 36 years old.
It's changed over the last decade or so.
Of course it has. So 36 is not an old fighter, especially when you haven't taken a lot of punishment.
And for those who haven't seen him before, we talk about Triple G's power. Max has made the point that you expect to see knockout power from Triple G, but CompuBox counts him as the most prolific jabber in boxing. He lands more than 10 jabs per round. Nobody else in boxing has done that. And he's landed 14 to sound a hard right hand by Martirosyan, knocks Golovkin back.
I think Vanness just hurt Golovkin a little bit.
I agree, and he hit him with a good right hand counter before he landed the left.
Followed by a good jab, yes.
Martirosyan came up in boxing in Southern California. A lot of Mexican fighters, a lot of gym wars. And he thinks he's uniquely prepared for Golovkin's Mexican style, but those are some monster shots.
Uppercut by Golovkin, and Martirosyan grabs and holds on.
That hurt him really bad though, Jim. That uppercut hurt really bad. That was a good shot.
He held on to Golovkin long enough to avoid being called for a knockdown, even though his knee hit the canvas. Dak Reese ruled it a throw by Golovkin.
Jim, he's kind of too slow right now to get out the way of Triple G's big punches. So if Triple G turns it up right now, he can get him out before Vanness gets ready. And he better do that because Vanness is throwing some really big shots, but the ring rust is still really affecting him right now.
Vanness is not reacting like a scared fighter. He's reacting like a fighter who's seen this all before.
And that's not good, Max.
Well, because Triple G still has that concussive power.
That's what I'm saying. That's not good because you need to be a fighter that acts like you don't want no part of this in the early rounds while he's powerful until you get used to seeing the timing of his punches. Then you can act like it doesn't really matter. Right now, it does matter because if he catches you crisp, it's going to be a problem.
You heard Abel Sanchez telling Golovkin between rounds, you're a little tight, and it does look that way. As though Golovkin's got a lot of weight on his shoulders, a lot of pressure to deal with, a lot of outside the ring stuff. And he gets hit with a right hand again by Martirosyan. Oh, hard left hook by Golovkin. Right hand by Golovkin. Another left, hard left hook. Down goes Martirosyan. And he collapses onto his face. As Reese picks up the count.
7, 8, 9, 10.
We're done. Second round knockout for Golovkin.
And I would have got this pop. Once again, that uppercut that caused the problems early. Hit him right on the chin with a beautiful uppercut. Doesn't get any better than that, Jim. Now you see him coming in for the attack. Overhand right over the top, which Vanness had got caught with several times before. He comes back with a jab, another jab, a good jab to set up the right hand again. Another great shot, followed by tap right hand, a big left hook, and that pretty much finished Vanness right there. Followed by right hand, but Vanness was out at that point. Another hook, boom, and now Vanness is done. And there's a right hand, he's down right there on the ropes, and here's a, well, he was going down, so it wasn't that bad.
I don't think his knee had reached the canvas, but the glove may have.
Is still unified middleweight champion of the world, Triple J, Gennady Golovkin.